Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie, will be the first LGBTQ Marvel hero, and it's about damn time that we knew exactly what our superheroes did with their ding-a-langs and loosey-gooseys in our children's superhero movies. Of course it is! It's about damn time, ladies and gents. We need to know. We need to know. We must know what our superheroes want to bang. It's about time. It's about damn time that Disney, a children's studio, tells us exactly what our superheroes' sexual preferences are. And we're going to find out their fetishes as well. We're going to find out if some of them are into sadomasochism, perhaps. Are we going to find out if some of them like, I don't know, feet? Maybe some of them's a furry. Never ending, right? Why do we need to know this? Oh, goddamn. Right, well, anyway, I pulled up 2 interesting articles about this because I just found it hilarious. First and foremost, I don't care if you're LGBTQ+. Doesn't bother me at all. I just find it really strange, the obsession that we have, especially with kids' movies, because that's what they are. You can kid yourself, and you can comment and say they're not kids' movies. They are. Primarily, they are children's films. I don't understand the obsession with it. Why do we need to know this stuff? I just find it baffling. So anyway, I pulled up some funny articles. This is the Mary Sue, a gold mine of hilarity. Now it says, after 23 films and over a decade of content, Marvel is finally giving us an LGBTQ plus hero in the MCU. CEO Kevin Feige announced that Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, would be canonically queer in the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. We're getting so many woke points for Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, we're getting Lady Thor, we're getting Valkyrie being queer. What else can we add? How about maybe Lady Thor turns queer as well? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? It's an exciting development. It's an exciting development. I mean, that's a bizarre... What weird sentiments that is. Especially after a queer scene featuring Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok was left on the cutting room floor. This is interesting. Again, remember, Thor Ragnarok, a children's movie. Tessa Thompson wanted a scene where she was in bed with another woman. I just think it's weird. I think it would be... Have we seen any scenes where there's men and women in bed together? Yeah, I don't think we have. I could be wrong, but if we have, even that's a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, and it's fair game for me. Even if it was a man and a woman, I would consider that to be a bit strange. Yeah. Why would you want that in a children's movie? Very, very strange. And I said this in another video, especially when... Parents out there, you answer me this. At what age do you think it's appropriate to tell your children about the birds and the bees? About ding-a-langs and loosey-gooseys? You tell me. Is it probably the same age that these children are watching these movies? Probably not. Probably not. So Tessa Thompson stated she's bi, and yes, she cares very little about what men think of her. What a joy to play. You go, girl. This was her tweets back in 2017. Yes, Val is bi in the comics, and I was faithful to that in her depiction, but her sexuality isn't explicitly addressed in Thor Ragnarok. Now it says, during the epic Marvel Hall H panel, she told the audience that Valkyrie, who was named King of New Asgard by Thor, I mean, that's bloody woke in and unto itself. Yeah. You can't be a king if you're a woman. We don't call King Elizabeth, do we? It's Queen. It's Queen Elizabeth for a reason. Like, come on. It's just one of those mindless things that you change just because you want some points for this. I don't know why. So anyway, she states that her sight's set on finding a new partner. She says, as new king, she needs to find her queen. That will be her first order of business. She has some ideas. Keep you posted. Is it going to be Captain Marvel? I think it might be. Although, interestingly enough, and I think I might do a video on this, there's no Captain Marvel been announced, is there? The leader, the front runner, noticeably absent from our Hall H announcements. They said that they were planning something. Sorry, I thought you had years planned out. Thought Captain Marvel, Brie Soft Cheesy Larson, Queen Cheese Larson, was going to be the headliner for the whole Marvel Universe. What's going on with that, guys? Bit strange, don't you think? I just thought that was a side note. I will probably make a video on that. Feige confirmed the character's queerness after the panel, saying, "The answer is yes. How that impacts the story remains to be seen with what level of representation you'll see across our films, not just in Thor 4. We don't need to know what they like to bone. We don't need... Why is the obsession there? Why is the obsession there? Have them just have a relationship. Just say, oh yeah, this is the Queen of Asgard. That's fine, who cares? But you don't need to turn around... Do you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be explicitly stated. Just like you wouldn't expect it to be explicitly stated from straight guys. Straight guys, straight girls. It's never explicitly stated. It's the same thing, same principle applies. It doesn't need to... It's not relevant to the story in any shape or form. Now, they also went on to say it's an obviously exciting development for queer fans who have longed to see themselves portrayed in the MCU. This is from the Mary Sue. And yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is, but I feel, unfortunately, that if that is what validates your existence, just seeing yourself portrayed, that's a sad existence. I genuinely feel sorry for you. And I don't mean any disrespect by that. If just seeing people on screen is what validates your existence, then I feel really, really sorry for you. You must have a sad, sad life. It's been a long and frustrating road as Marvel has had many close calls with LGBTQ characters. There was the disappointing Valkyrie mission in Ragnarok. It's not really disappointing. As well as a cut scene in Black Panther that hinted at Okoye's flirtation with Ayo. I remember a member of the Dora Milaje. Finally, there was that brief moment in Avengers Endgame where director Joe Russo played a gay member of Steve Rogers' post-snap. Because Marvel are trying to tread a real fine line between knowing. They know full well that there's just no need for this stuff. They're kids' movies. They're treading a real fine line for making movies for kids, but then also having to please SJW adults that are on weird missions of... It's like a crusade, you know? So they're really teetering on the edge here, and unfortunately they're going, trying to please the baffling crusaders that just want everything. A scene featured Russo's character talking about going on a date with another man, only for the date to end in tears after they both discussed losing loved ones. That scene, fine. It was a good scene. The only thing which I think I had an issue with was that it was one of the directors, because those people that follow the industry know what the directors look like, and to me, when I saw that, that did take me out from the scene, because I was like, what's he doing portraying it? Just have a normal person, a normal actor, portray this gay man. That would be much, much better. That would then seem less like pandering. And the scene itself was great. It was fine. It wasn't pandering in any way, shape or form. That's how things should be played, just as matter of fact, because it is a matter of fact. People are gay. People are LGBTQ+. It shouldn't be held up on a pedestal, because then at that point, it becomes very blatant, in-your-face pandering. It's just sad, really. It should be played exactly like it was in Avengers Endgame. So we'll see. Because they make a big song and dance about it, like they have here. But when it comes to it, Marvel have, generally speaking, although they're on that upward trend of pandering right now, they have, generally speaking, toned it back. They make these big song and dances and big proclamations, but then when it comes to the execution, it's always a little bit less than what you expect, which I think is a good thing. Because I don't think we need to know all of this stuff. But of course, we get all these shitty arguments, crappy articles. Says, what do you think of Valkyrie as the first LGBTQ hero? And more importantly, who should be her queen? Jane Foster, Captain Marvel, someone we haven't met yet. yeah, whatever. Who cares? So I thought I'd bring you this. I did pull up a Screen Rant article, but it's not as funny as this Mary Sue one, so we won't read it. Valkyrie is going to be queer, just like she was anyway. We're on a massive crusade for huge representation in all of our movies, and that's fine, I guess. But it should be played matter of fact. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear yours, so let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Please do hit that like and share button. But I've been Mr. H. Take care.